My name is Yulia Drummond, and today I want to talk to you about a very powerful uh, talk that's really deep for me to talk about. And it is about powerful hacks to prevent burnout and exhaustion. And I think a lot of us entrepreneurs struggle. I know for a fact that a lot of us entrepreneurs and business owners struggle with burnout and exhaustion. And it happens because we strive for the next big thing, for the next thing. What is next? What is next? How am let me write my next book. Let me go on a live. Let me do a podcast. Let me be out there everywhere. And what happens is when we are everywhere, a lot of the times we are nowhere at the same time because we are burnt out. We are burnt out and exhausted. And the reason I'm talking about it is because that subject is really deep for me. And the reason it's deep is because I was one of those people that strived for success, achievement, fulfillment. I was going for build my successful business. I was actually having a successful career, successful business that was generating amazing income for me and for my family. My business was thriving, and I achieved all the things I wanted to achieve in my life, such as amazing career, financial abundance, all the beautiful things that I wanted to myself. I was able to have them. I achieved that beautiful luxury beachfront house on the lake. I achieved success. I achieved all these markers of success. I was on the covers of 5 magazines at the same time. I was living the life. You know, when you ask yourself, what do you want? I want success, achievement, fulfillment. I've had it all. I achieved all of it. But at the same time, I was exhausted. I was burnt out. And my relationship with my husband was falling apart. I inside personally was deteriorating because I spent all my energy and all my time on building that successful multi-million-dollar business, on growing my brand, on growing the next thing. What is it, the next level of success that I wanted to achieve? And what was happening was inside I was empty. I was deteriorated. I was at the lowest lows in my life. And it was very painful. It was very exhausting. And the worst part, it really hit me when my relationship with my husband was falling apart. It wasn't just, we weren't just arguing, it was bad. And that's when I realized that something needed to change. Something needed to shift because I could no longer survive that way any longer, striving for the next big thing, for success, for achievement, for the next shiny thing that's supposed to bring you success, that's supposed to make you happy. I was achieving all those things. However, at the same time, I was not happy. At the same time, I was crumbling inside. I was deteriorating. And I know a lot of women can relate to that. A lot of women in my practice, when they come to me, they're successful on the outside. They achieved all these beautiful things. You know, they achieve beautiful retreats in beautiful destinations. And they say, hey, I achieved it. Why am I still not happy? Or they have everything they want that they could possibly want. But they come to me because they cannot find happiness and joy inside. And it's all about external world, but internal world is empty. So that's my backstory about why I'm having this conversation today with you. And this topic is really meaningful and deep for me. And today I want to share 3 powerful hacks with you, how to prevent burnout and exhaustion. And I think anybody that's watching this video can really benefit from it, because that's what we need. We don't only want success on the outside. What you want is harmonious balance on the outside and inside. And that's how we create this fulfillment. That's how you create this beautiful sense of peace, love, belonging, and meaningful life. When you learn how to master yourself, how to eliminate burnout, and how to thrive while you are building that successful business or whatever it is you're after. And this video is also great for those women that are involved with the family and they're not striving for the next big thing, but at the same time they feel empty inside. And that's what my message is for you today, is to share this beautiful 3 hacks that can change your life and prevent burnout and exhaustion for you. The first hack is prioritize self-care. And actually, before we go in, I want to talk about the signs of burnout, because a lot of you go through your daily lives without recognizing that you are burnt out. You don't know that you're in fact burnt out and exhausted. And these are some of the signs that I want to show you so that you can start paying attention. For example, one of them is constant fatigue and lack of energy. You're running around, but you are depleted on the inside. What about headaches? Sometimes we just pop the pill, but have you actually considered what is the cause of those headaches? Sleep issues, frequent muscle pains and stomach issues, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're not really wanting to be productive or effective, problems concentrating, procrastination, and decreased sense of accomplishment. Think about it. You accomplish something, but it doesn't feel so meaningful or fulfilling inside because you are empty inside and you are not able to reflect on your success, reflect on that milestone that you achieved. A lot of the times it's also irritability and mood swings. So start paying attention to how you operate in your daily life, because those are all the signs of you being either in burnout or on the brink of burnout. Loss of motivation is a big one too. When you don't feel like doing things that you need to do or choose to do. All those signs are your body showing you and your mind showing you what is not working. And it's a way of the body to tell you, hey, pay attention, something is out of alignment. So the first hack that I want to share with you, and that has been my hack for the longest time, and it's the most powerful hack that I can give you. It's so simple, but yet it's so powerful. Number 1 hack to decreasing burnout and exhaustion is self-care. Yes, it is self-care. It is paying attention to yourself throughout the day and looking and seeing how you operate throughout the day and recognizing when you need that little moment to just sit down for 5 minutes, take care of yourself. So what I love doing is, they're like power breaks. Throughout the day, I just give myself even 5 minutes. You don't need much, but if you do this throughout the day, every 30 minutes or every hour or every 2 hours or every 3 to 5 times a day, just sit down and connect to yourself. Connect to your inner being. Connect to your inner light. Connect to your inner joy. Think of what makes you happy. What are you excited about when you wake up in the morning? What brings you joy? And another thing is Pay attention to what brings you joy, what gets you excited, what elevates your energy, what makes you happy. What is it? Start paying attention, because your body, your mind, and your energy levels, they're constantly giving you feedback. And that feedback could be used to re-energize yourself. For example, throughout the day, I love just spending 3 to 5 minutes connecting with my son, because it truly re-energizes me. I connect soul to soul, heart to heart, and I spend that meaningful time with him, because it's extremely important. It fuels me in, it fuels me up, it brings me that beautiful energy, that soul connection. And that's what we want. When you are burnt out and exhausted, it's important to refill yourself. And you don't refill yourself when you're on 0 or 10% battery. You want to refill yourself when you're at 80%, 90%, 100%. You want to refill yourself throughout the day so that your cup stays full all the time. That's the goal. We don't go to 0 to 10, 20, 30% and then refill because we are so exhausted. You refill when your cup is full and you just keep pouring more, keep pouring more. That's the goal. When your cup is full, you share it with the world. When your cup is full, you pour into others. That's how important it is to recognize that you can only give when you have something to give. So make sure your cup is full. Pay attention what brings you joy and do those things throughout the day or on the weekends, vacations, little get-togethers with friends for a glass of wine or just to connect, walks on the beach, playing with your children, going for a hike, taking a bath. All those things refuel you, and it's important to pay attention to what brings you true joy. Meditation is extremely important as well, because it allows you to have time for yourself. And that's when beautiful revelations and downloads happen. So you want those precious quiet moments with yourself. One of the things I love doing is creating a joy list. Joy list is a list of 10 to 15 simple activities, and they could be 5 minutes long. And throughout the day, you pepper in those activities. You just pour into yourself, whether it's just turning on the music for 3-4 minutes and dancing to that music and getting your energy out. So create a list of 10 to 15 activities that spark joy for you, that refill you. The number one advice I give to all the women that come to me that are stuck, that can't move forward, that are tired and exhausted and need help, the number one advice I give them is self-care. Fill your cup, become full, and it's extremely powerful. Another thing I love doing is Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique is when you break your work cycles into shorter period of bursts of work. So what that means is you spend 25 minutes on very active, intense work, and then you take a 5-minute break. Or what you can do if you need longer times, you can do 50 minutes intense work and then 10-minute breaks. 10-minute breaks are extremely important because, again, they refuel you. And that's how you avoid burnout and exhaustion. It's extremely powerful, and I want to make sure you don't discredit the powerfulness of this simple hack, because that's what builds your resilience. That's what brings you to fullness, to blooming, to excitement, to joy, to experiencing what life has to offer. Number 2 hack, and it's extremely powerful as well, is reframe your stress and reframe your reactions. And let me tell you and explain that to you. Basically what happens is there's a stressful situation that happens, and what actually happens, your brain interprets it as unsafe. as a tiger is chasing you or attacking you. And then what happens is your brain releases chemical reactions into your body, like cortisol and adrenaline. And those chemicals, they create stress response in your body. And you go into this flight or fight response. So the hack number 2 is with reframing. How it works is all these emotions of fear, anxiety, stress, but also play, flow, and peace and content, they're all neutral. But the way your body reacts to them creates either a sense of stress in your body or a sense of peace and flow in your body and content. So it's extremely important to recognize all these things that happen around you. Your body and your mind is going to interpret it either as safe or dangerous. When your body interprets an event as safe, you're back in a state of peace, you're in a state of flow, you're in a state of joy. But if your body interprets the same event as dangerous, cortisol kicks in, all the stress hormones kick in, your body goes in a state of flight or fight. You almost kind of start panicking inside. You go into your limbic survival brain. That's this part of the brain that is, that's this part of the brain. It's called lizard brain. So what happens is you get kicked into that survival zone, and your reactions, you burn out inside from it. So it's extremely important to reframe the stress and reframe how events come at you. So again, everything that comes to you is neutral, whether it's an event, whether it's something that happened with you, and all the emotions, for example, play, flow, peace, stress, anxiety, overwhelm, freeze, they are all neutral. They are all in they're all these regulated states. So what happens is, some of them, the way your body and your mind reacts to them, you either go into those regulated states of peace, harmony, joy, and flow, or you go into those dysregulated states, such as overwhelm, stress, anxiety. So again, everything is neutral unless you give it a specific meaning. So pay attention when there is an event or something happened, even as simple as you checking somebody's email and you immediately go into the stress response. Pay attention to how your mind and your body react to it, because that's what will determine if you will go into the stress response or into the flow and peace response. Again, all these emotions, they are neutral in our body. What the difference is how you react to them, and that's what creates either a state of flow and peace, or that's what creates a state of anxiety and overwhelm. So pay attention to how you reframe those events and emotions that come at you, because they all produce similar similar reactions in the body, but it's how your brain reacts to them. That's what creates either these regulated states of peace and flow or dysregulated states of stress and anxiety and overwhelm. So hack number 2 is reframe your stress and reframe your reasons for why you do something. So when events and things come at you, pay attention to how you respond. Everything is neutral unless you give it a meaning. So pay attention. What meaning are you giving to those events? That's hack number 2, and it's extremely powerful. When you learn to recognize that everything is neutral unless you give it a specific meaning, that will determine if you will go into those regulated states or dysregulated emotional states. It's extremely powerful because with your awareness, you become this ninja for stress and burnout and overwhelm, because you are able to determine and say to yourself, wait a minute, this email came in, but how I reacted to it, that's what mattered. Can I change my reaction to that email? And how you respond to that email and your emotional energy behind it, that's what truly matters, because you could stay in a state of flow and peace, or you can go into stress hormones, and that's what causes exhaustion and burnout. And hack number 3. What do you think so far? Are you enjoying my wonderful hacks? They are so simple, but they are extremely powerful. Hack number 3 has to do with the energy that you have in your body. It's basically unresolved emotions, stress, triggers about money, triggers about relationships. And a lot of the times it's underlying emotions like sadness and fear and unaddressed emotions from previous experiences that have been sitting in our body or in your body for a long time. And when they go unaddressed, they sit there and they keep accumulating. But it's like that pot of soup that just more and more emotions keep getting into it. More and more unresolved issues, more and more triggers, more and more bottled up feelings that keep getting on and on and on. And what happens is, if you don't have a way to process them, to release them, to heal them, to love them and send them with love and gratitude, what happens is they get stuck in your body. And it's basically, it's the stress buildup. When it's not released and when it's not processed, it keeps accumulating. And small triggers and unresolved issues from the past, from childhood, and bottled up feelings, and basically they start running your life. When you have stuck emotions that just sit there and don't get out, that's what accumulates. That's what brings and builds up and just creates more of that tension in the body, because there is no way for all of that to get out. And one simple hack that I recommend to all of my clients is move. Movement is a movement or expression. Movement or expression. And basically what it is it's energy that's stuck in your body. And in order for you to move that energy out of your body, you either have to move, dance, sing, work out, go for a hike, swim, whatever it is you do, move, dancing, just doing silly dance, whatever it is. Movement and expression. Expression comes in the form of writing. It comes in the form of painting. It comes in the form of getting what's inside of you out. It's a form of expression. So when you do that, you are working on those emotions that are inside of your body that you're trying to get out. But a lot of the times they go a lot deeper. There are blocks from your childhood that have been sitting there for years, or blocks from previous relationship, or blocks from the trauma, or when you lost your job, or when your kid did something. All those accumulate as energetic, emotional, and physical blocks in the body. And unless they're released, healed, and processed, they're going to keep creating more and more the results that you have. And that's where I come in with my expertise. I am a mindset coach. I am an energy healer. And what I do is I help women elevate all these deep emotions, stuck energy, whenever there is financial problems or legal problems. All those are a result of mind, emotions, and energy. And that's my expertise. I work on a deep level in I work on like really deep transformational level, but also on intuitive level, because I am able to tap in where the blocks and stuck energy is coming from. And that's what I want to share with you. If you have any blocks, or you're stuck somewhere, or you're struggling in any way, please reach out to me. Set up a session with me where we can connect and we can go through it. And I can help you relieve and release all these blocks and limiting beliefs and your mental old patterns that keep you stuck in your ways of being. I am able to help you release it through energetic healings, but also through mindset and emotional and energetic upliftment of the energy. And I'm going to put in the chat the link to connect with me. And please share your experience with me. Please connect with me, because what you don't want is, you don't want to be stuck in the old ways of being. You don't want to be stuck, you know, catching yourself in 3 months from now and 6 months from now and being in the same place again and again without being able to elevate that energy. And that's what you want. You want to elevate that energy. You want to get rid of everything that does not serve you. It's extremely important to step into that full expression of yourself. But it's not only that, is how much more joyful and exciting your life could be, where all this emotional baggage is no longer holding you back. That's where the power is in being able to fully allow yourself to thrive without being holding back to old thoughts, limiting beliefs, emotional and energetic trauma that's keeping you stuck. Thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from you. You can reach out to me, yuliadrummond.com/book your session. Check out my website, yuliadrummond.com, where you can find a link to connect with me and to schedule that free consultation where I can help you eliminate your blocks and limiting beliefs and that energy that's stuck in your body. Please connect with me. It's extremely important. You know, you don't want to be living your life not fully expressing yourself and being weighted down by that energy that's holding you down. Please reach out to me. You can also find me on social media at Yulia Drummond. And my website is yuliadrummond.com, where you can find the link to schedule a free consultation with me, a free coaching session where I can guide you and help you get to the next level. Thank you.